Look at my Star Trek toys! Whoosh up, everybody! Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys with me, Keith Varney, showing my buddy Mike Indeglio all of my fancy Star Trek toys. And today we have something super, super fun that I have not told Mike what we are
Keith
doing
rarely
today.
gets this excited, and he is excited. He keeps showing me pictures where he has the toy blocked out like it's not safe for work. Wait, I'm backing out of all of the jokes I was about to make.
Nope. It is distinctly safe for work. Yes. I am very excited to show it to Mike, and it is pretty cool because a couple things. Little story behind this toy. Sponsored by our patrons at patreon.com/K&M, who helped subsidize the purchase of this new toy. Here are these amazing people on our patron feed. Lots of other fun nonsense. You know our spiel. But I found this on a Facebook group buying and selling Star Trek toys. Right?
Okay.
And so this person listed this and found out it was from his father's collection. And his father has gone into assisted living, and they're helping subsidize this through the sale of some of the Star Trek toys. Okay. So I was happy to help out and contribute. And so today we are going to be unopening something super fun. It has never been touched, never been opened.
Not unopening. I would say maybe unboxing, reopening.
Unboxing. Yes.
First opening.
First opening. So go to Toy Cam. Mike, I'm going to show you what we are opening today. Ready?
Keith.
Damn right. Gasp.
It's the mothership. It's what we spend. It's what I spend 20% of my life talking about, and that's the station itself. Now, I've looked at. Let me tell you a little bit of history. I've not looked at the Playmates. I've looked at some of the other models, some of the kit models, some of the pre-done sort of figurine type statues of the ship, because it is a really kind of cool design.
Of course, yeah.
My question would be, what can it be as a Playmates toy? Would it be just kind of sitting there or chilling? So I guess we'll find out. How big is it? I can't get the scale.
We are going to find out. So for scale, these are my hands.
Okay.
And it looks smaller in the box, but there's some assembly required.
Okay.
So a little bit of history about this. This came out in 1994 by Playmates. As always, from this era, they are individually numbered, and you can see that this one is numbered 9,500, 9,500 even is this box here. It does have lights and sounds and the button, which is not working. That's all I have tried on this.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to get some batteries.
Oh, don't worry. I have batteries.
We know how well that goes on our show generally.
Oh my God, the battery nonsense, but that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
However, this has never been opened at all, so all of the tape is completely complete. So we might have some battery corrosion fun. We're going to find out. We're going to find out together.
What was the year again on this bad boy?
1994. So it is 30 years old.
Great year.
This here unopened. I think so too. So, of course, this is Playmate. So let's look at the back, and you can get a better sense of the scale of it. What is really cool about this toy is it comes with a tiny little D. And I don't mean Ron DeSantis. I mean a tiny little Enterprise that attaches to the ship. It has lights and sounds, of course, because that is how this works. And it comes with a stand and a base so that it can stand up on your shelf, which I think we're going to talk about it once we get into it, but it's really fascinating. It's on a rotating stand, and they built a stand that feels like it's part of the station, but of course there is no part of the station there.
It spins?
It spins, and it has like this stationy thing on the bottom, even though there obviously isn't.
I'm also interested in the coloring, whether that's painted or if that's just the color of plastic, because it does somewhat match the vibe of the ship on the establishing shots, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's going to be a solid paint, solid color plastic, because that's sort of what we're at here, but we're going to find out. So we can find a couple of other interesting things on this box here. Remember, you have a design your own alien, get an appearance on Deep Space Nine contest.
Just saw it, yeah.
We just saw it.
Synergy.
Super cool synchronicity, as one might say. Not me, because that's not a word, but Mike might say it frequently.
Yeah.
Also, on the corner here, you can't see because I can't move the camera, but it is an advertisement for the Deep Space Nine Crossroads of Time video game.
We've talked about that before, haven't we?
We have, because when you get it, you can get an exclusive limited edition Commander Sisko action figure, which, of course, is one of the rarest figures you can get from Playmates, because you could only get it by buying the game here, and that is the Sisko in the Next Gen era uniform, which I have on my bookshelf here behind me. It's probably the rarest figure that I own. So I almost have a complete set of all of the fun stuff here. I do not have the Orinoco yet, but I'm sure at some point I will get it. So let's take a look at the sides here. Basically all of the same verbiage and light up sail towers. That's going to be fun. Let's check the other side. It's probably exactly the same, which it pretty much is. Ages 4 and up, or 43. AAA batteries. Oh, that's interesting. Don't worry, I have AAA batteries. So, Mike, I am so excited about this. Should we open this up?
I think it's time. Otherwise, the show is mistitled.
Look at the boxes of Star Trek toys. All right, so I know I get a lot of flack because I usually use a pen or something to open it. So I actually got a real live razor blade.
Okay, we're all
to do this.
Everybody grab your knives.
Everybody grab your knives. Let's watch Keith
try
to cut this while watching on camera. And let's see if I can bleed out on camera. That's my plan. All right, so we are open.
That tape didn't put up much of a fight over 30 years.
Well, I mean, it held. It held for 30 years.
It did hold.
I mean, I think that's, you got to give him credit for that. All right. So,
Keith, a sealed Orinoco looking at $80
to smell the 90s. All right, so in our box here, let's just take it one piece at a time, because this is the fun stuff. We have in here instructions. You know, we don't do instructions. Now, were they still doing decals at this point? Hopefully not. That first, the first era of the decal ships, those were so annoying. This is our certificate of authenticity.
Thank you, Kinko's.
Each packet is, hey, look, the money has to go into the ship, okay? Nobody's making a bootleg Playmates Deep Space Nine station.
Now, Keith, this is important. When you were a kid, I'm thinking of things that have changed over the years for me. When I was a kid, the doodads and the papers and anything that wasn't the toy, instant discard.
Oh, 100%.
But now, as an adult, you want all of the fiddly bits.
I did not look at an instruction manual till I was at least 30, just as a rule. So here's the contest. Pretty cool. The grand prize was to appear on the show in your alien makeup, which we did. First prize, grand prize, then first prize, $500. That's it. Because they're going to. I'm sure somewhere in the fine print is we will use your design.
The second it hits our mailbox, it's our IP.
It's our IP, and you might get $500 out of it. Second prize, of course, is the action figure collection, probably Series 1 of the Deep Space Nine. However, you do get an out-of-this-world T-shirt offer. So, you can buy the T-shirt even if you don't win the prize.
Of course.
Hilarious.
We made a couple of them.
So this is fun. So you draw your alien on the back of the paper here and write a profile.
That's kind of, man, someone somewhere has a binder full of these.
Oh, for sure. Somewhere at Paramount. I'd love to get a collection.
Oh my God, to look at that. What a piece that would be. If anybody, nobody's.
This is another piece of fun detail work from 1994, which kids today will never understand, but those of us who are old will understand this exquisitely. Please allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery of the thing that you ordered. You had to wait
just long enough to forget it before it shows up.
I mean, if you order it on Amazon, they're like, please wait 6 to 8 weeks before you can.
Sometimes it is an interesting conversation because 6 to 8 weeks was like pretty average, right? And that wasn't just send away for something. That was ordered off of anything.
Like your Sears
a Harriet
catalog,
Carter or catalog.
Or whatever.
Versus nowadays, if it's even the Prime, Amazon Prime 2 days is too much. Sometimes you're like, oh, I can't get it tomorrow? What?
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. So here is a little bit of information about the central core. We will not go into all the details of that.
That's just a piece of storytelling?
Just a piece of storytelling.
Kudos, Playmates.
Which is fun. And here is our instructions. We're going to ignore the instructions and see if we can break it trying to put it together. All right.
Here we go.
Next up. Oh, there is a lot of assembly required. So
we're gonna do a fast forward.
No, it's going to be fine. It's not going to be as bad as the. Oh wow, some of these things are tiny.
That is cool.
Okay, so first off, as advertised, it comes with the little tiny Enterprise D, which boy, it's a little
hard
flimsy.
Or is it rubbery?
It's the nacelles are a little rubbery, right? But the drive section, it's pretty cool though. I mean, honestly, come on.
You know what? One of my favorite pieces is, Keith, that I have. Oh, that's cool. Is my micro Enterprise that someone has sent. Yeah. What was that line called again?
It was Interspace.
Interspace. Yeah, those are cool. We should look at more of those too.
Yeah, we will. I have some of them on the shelf there, so maybe we'll grab a set of those and do some unboxings. That'd be fun. All right, so tiny little Enterprise D. We have a tiny little, what looks like a radio transmitter of some sort.
Oh, wow, they really went for it there. Or is that how you snap the D in?
Snap the D in, and then we have this, which I'm sure the instructions thingy will tell me what this is, some sort of array. Wow, these are really tiny. Okay, this is going to be fun. All right, hold on. Now, in here, what do we have in here?
Ladies and gentlemen, LKK has entered the building.
LKK?
Yeah, that's little kid Keith.
Oh, wow. So it's my rapper name. Okay, cool. So we have the pylons.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Oh, you know what? And they do have some detail in the paint there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's pretty cool. That's actually got more detail in the sculpt than sometimes you might expect, and the color feels right. All right, that's cool. So we have some upper pylons, and I'm assuming these are either the upper or the lower pylons. All right, so we've got a whole mess of pylons, and this one has a little nobule there, I'm assuming, to connect the D to, so that you actually have the ship connected to the station when you display it.
Oh, that's rad.
Right? How cool is that?
Which gives it instant scale, right?
Right, which gives you a sense of scale. Very cool. All right, so let's put these aside and get in to the main shot here.
You know what we need, Keith, because...
what do we need, Mike?
Because we're dealing with the station itself, we need to stay on brand and give you this.
Give the station sound, of course. Thank you, thank you. Check out our Deep Space Nine review show. Keith and Mike watch Deep Space Nine. We will discuss all of this in great detail.
So this white noise here, not, as an aside, as Keith's working on his box here, CEO Jen was watching our review show the other day, and I could hear us because her room is connected to my office. So the white noise, if you just don't pay attention to us, you hear the white noise of the station, and it could put you out. So I went in to ask her to turn it down, and it turns out it was only loud because she was using it to nap, Keith. And I wanted to tell her that she didn't have to watch the channel. She could actually just find the white noise on YouTube. But then I realized that we need the view.
The thing that puts her to sleep is us. Not.
I see. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just was like, oh, we could use the extra view.
No. We could definitely use all the views. All right. So here is our base, which of course doesn't exist, but the little storytelling in the base, so it feels like it's part of the station.
Oh, that's very cool.
That's cool. I think I might hang mine, but I think it's nice to have the option. All right. So let's open this up here. All right, we're done with that.
Oh, so at least the majority of it's put together.
Yes. So I think we're basically just going to be adding pylons here.
I got to tell you that green accenting is working for me.
Yeah, the sort of yellowish green.
That was my fear, and actually, it does highlight slightly a bit of the criticisms on the newer version of the Enterprise, because they did seem to not give as much detail work on that as they used to give, clearly.
Right. Yeah, and you want to know what all those green things are? They're windows. No, I know they're not windows. Okay, check out some other videos and watch us
what was our 1994 retail on this?
I don't know. Can you look that up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, obviously, we're going to add pylons. Now, is there a distinction between the upper and lower pylons? Somebody threw away the instructions. All right, so upper pylons, lower pylons. How can you tell the upper from the lower? Are they identical? Oh, they have longer. Wait, these are all different. Oh, I see. All right. So we're going to distinguish what is the upper and lower pylon by the length here, and if it has the ship go. All right, so the upper pylons are the longer ones. Okay, great. Look at that. Process of elimination. I don't need no instructions.
Sorry, I'm Googling.
Yeah, all right. Mike Googles.
Can't quite. I figured Memory Alpha would have it, but I can't quite suss the price out. So where
do the batteries go? That's an interesting question.
Do you need a Phillips head to get in there? Oh, I don't see anything square enough. It would have to be in the middle central bit, right?
No, I bet it's... Oh, I hear it. I see... Okay, all right. Okay, great. All right, first battery, not corroded. Oh, so does each pylon get a battery?
That is really interesting engineering. Problem solving.
Fun. And thank you for not being corroded, battery number 1. Oh, this is amazing. It's gonna be like roulette. All right, so we can do battery number 1. Goes down. Okay. This is fun. Mike, talk while I'm focusing.
Well, folks,
I'm too
as
excited.
Keith mentioned before, you can join the Patreon where I watch every episode of Deep Space Nine every week. Usually live, not always, but usually. And if you can't watch with me, you can always join the conversation over at patreon.com/K&M. Keith, we are doing our picnic we should talk about for our patrons. It's got to come up. What is the movie we have settled on? And by we, I mean you.
I think we should start watching the movies in order.
All right, so that's going to start.
I think we should start with the motion picture. It's going to take a while. All right, so this one had a little bit of corrosion.
Okay.
Not too terrible, all things considered.
And our cadence is looking to be monthly on that. I've got some other watch-along stuff I want to do that'll fill in the gaps, but we're going to commit to a monthly picnic, okay, Keith? So March is coming up. We're gonna put a date finder on the Patreon this week, everybody, so we can just figure out a date for our first picnic where we watch Star Trek: The Motion Picture together.
Yeah.
As a GD family.
Yeah, that's right. What is a family? Now, of course, we'll have plenty of time to talk during that film. So, have you seen it, Mike?
I do not think so. Although I did just download it. So.
Okay, good. Of course you did. All right, so 2 out of 3 batteries were not corroded. That's not, and the one wasn't too terrible. So I don't hate that.
And is this supposed to make this spin or just give us doodads and sounds?
It just lights and sounds. It spins. You spin it yourself. Okay, so now we have. Hey, man.
Keith talks to his toys with much more compassion and grace than I ever get from him.
You know, you've always complained that I talk to the cat's more compassionate, the toy's more compassionate. You know, I think Mike just needs a hug.
I could use a hug.
Why don't you go in? Ah, there we go. All right, moment of truth. Let's see.
Yes. We've yet to be defied, Keith. These Playmates toys have yet to let us down. Ooh. Well, it's unboxed. It was,
Awesome. All right, so there are four little triggers here.
Let me kill them.
Which sets up the lights and the sound. Sounds pretty loud, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that they light up.
That's
but I
cool.
believe those are the only lights, so that we don't have lights all the way through. I don't think this is the model for it, but I definitely would love to hollow it out and put lights through the station itself.
Or at the very least, maybe in that underneath, giving it up light or something.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. All right, so now we do the upper pylons. Let's put those in there. Okay, 1, 2. Starting to look like the station, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get rid of that. And so let's figure out. All right, so these two pieces for the array of some sort. I know I don't know what the array is. People, don't come for me. I spend 3 hours a week on Deep Space Nine. I'm a fan, all right? So we have a spinny array there. That's cool. All right, and let's put the bottom ones in. Didn't snap in super satisfyingly there, but I'm sure it's fine. Make sure I do it on camera. Okay. And the third one. All right. Okay.
They're snapping in pretty good there.
No, they're doing fine. I'll touch my legs. All right, so now, it hops into the base right there.
Oh, that seems
and
cool.
We put the Enterprise on. All right, and now get rid of all this other nonsense we don't need. And it spins on its base, so you can have the slow rotation of the station with lights and sounds. So you can see it from this side.
Oh, that is cool.
So let me take the base off. So you
Man,
can
I
just
really
see it
wish
this
it
way.
sort of would just kind of like revolve on its own. But I guess if you put that on some wire and hung it, it would.
You'd need like a motor to do that. That is a much.
Get out your Lego Connects,
Oh, there you go.
They were not.
Look how cool that is.
I gotta tell you, the little bit of scale and storytelling from the D up there is actually probably my favorite part.
I think it makes it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really does. And the sort of the gold accents. Look how cool. And I feel like it is the right scale, right? Because I thought maybe this was going to feel a little small, but now when I'm actually thinking about like, where am I going to put this in the house? What am I going to this, that, the other thing? This actually, it's satisfying enough. It feels like a real thing, but it's not like going to dominate space. That looks really cool. So let's get in some of the detail work here. So you can see, lots of detail etched into the plastic there, with just a little bit of paint, like nothing too substantial. As the lights come out, that's cool. I like the sort of spinny array. And so on the bottom, right, you'll see all the dreaded screw holes. But in this case, you're never going to see the bottom.
Right.
So who cares? And unlike the 2023 D, they bothered to like keep the accents going on the bottom, even though it is the bottom, which is really nice. So did you find out what this retailed for back in the day?
No, I kind of didn't. I didn't put my whole heart and soul into it.
You didn't put your whole heart into it?
No.
But honestly, this is a really cool toy. You're right. The perspective that you get from the D. Now, of course, I want that to be the Defiant.
Oh,
but
man, that'd be awesome.
But the Defiant here
show me how it snaps
would be really
in again.
small. The ship?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very simple. Just got a little knob there and a little hole.
So it's
the same as the figures.
because it's not, and that thing wasn't minuscule. So in a world where someone watching wanted to participate, you could probably easily 3D print a Defiant with that fasten type.
Oh, no question. Yes. Yeah. Although, but here's where the nerds get you, right?
It wouldn't have docked.
The Defiant would not dock on the upper pylon. The Defiant is so small, it docks on the sides.
I mean, still could probably be solved with a 3D print.
Yeah, because you could just plug it into the side easily. Mm-hmm. Now, but the Defiant in scale with the D is like only that big.
Right.
Because the D is absolutely gigantic, which does give a sense of just how enormous the station is. Like, the station is absolutely gigantic. But what a cool toy.
Rad. I have to say, my expectation versus how I feel after the episode is radically different. I actually love it so much more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
And it's so much more manageable. If it was any bigger, it would feel a little giant.
Well, that's right. Yeah. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I might hang it over my desk. It might actually, this fits on the shelf just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll put it on the bookshelves. But anyway, got it for a decent price. So check out that Facebook group. You can find pretty. He's got a bunch of other stuff. I just happen to have a lot of it, including they've got the D and bridge.
Mm.
He's got one, so it might be a good chance to go speaking to grab it at a decent price.
Yeah, this is. We got to get some more of this cool stuff. Keith, I was just randomly on my Googles. There was the next gen captain's chair just got one of the. There's a prop that the bidding started at $25K. I think it was like it's just a replica even. I don't even think it's show used.
Yeah.
Screen matched. Wow.
Screen matched. $25K for just a fan made thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, you can tell. Like, I've forgotten that I'm on a show because I'm playing with my bridge here. But this is the 1994 Playmates Deep Space Nine model. All right, so folks, in the comments below, T-minus, plus or minus 1 month on how quickly Mike gets himself one. That's really going to be the question.
Well, I'm starting to think these shows are a little bit more fun for me. These like kind of rando toys. So not random, but
the
just
least random toy ever.
I mean, outside of the just like packaged figures.
Right. I'm
wondering maybe my loot is better invested in things that we haven't looked at yet, so we have more content. Although let me tell you, I have the Googles up. we have opened a few tabs.
So he's like, no, I would never do that. He's actively searching for one as we're talking.
I'm just thinking future me when I have a bigger office. So
yeah, soon. No, you will. And of course, like, the other two really big ones that I want to get from the Playmates set, obviously the Defiant. Mm-hmm. That's a no-brainer, and the Voyager one is amazing. So definitely excited. That does bring us up.
If you have or would like to donate to the show without being a patron, or just want to send us stuff to watch on the show, you can do that. It has been done. We appreciate you all. It will get you free love for always in perpetuity. Do you see how I did a bait and switch there, Keith?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sure did.
You can reach out to us at lookatmystartrektoys@gmail.com. Keith will then give you the P.O. box to send your stuff on over, and we can check it out. We're happy to send it back. Also happy to not send it back. Just let us know. We'd love to get it on the show because we love bringing you cool stuff. This is so much fun. What a fun way to spend a Sunday.
Yes, for sure. And if you'd like to contribute to the show, you can do so at patreon.com/K&M and join the amazing folks. Oh no. D, pull your nacelles together. We're on camera, okay? I think the D still woken up. It's a Sunday morning, okay? It takes a while to wake up. So here we go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this nonsense. We will be back next week with another episode of whatever. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what our topic is, but hopefully it will be just as cool as this. Till then, this has been Look at my Star Trek toys!